All right. How will the
Good.
viewers know?
Audio
Will
2
the
is
viewers
good.
understand what I'm doing?
That's what we opened to, was you doing
Do
that,
the,
John.
I need the viewers to know
Vogue, Vogue,
I'm a
What's
man
the,
of,
what's
Vogue,
the,
Vogue,
are we
Vogue.
art.
I'm doing Madonna. So,
what's the,
Wait,
what's
no, I
the,
want to do Madonna.
what's that?
um, hey, fucking happy Saturday, motherfuckers! You're about to find out the pickle we got ourselves in, and literally, when I'm talking like pickle, I'm talking like a can,
Pickled
like yeah.
or pickled brains.
All right.
Yeah. So last time we saw the players, they had succumbed to a dastardly and maniacal trap. When they awoke, they realized that they were nothing but brains in a jar. As the horror washes over, as they watch their bodies, they're mangled. Look like a pack of dogs had gotten hold of them. Apparently, the hounds had gotten hold of the bodies before. It's tossed into an incinerator as you guys watch, and the horror, you know, washes over you as everything goes black. When you wake up again, you feel for the first time since, you know, you guys went unconscious the first time. Um, but your body just aches. You feel uh, just yeah ache and tightness as if your whole body and your skin is tight. And that's when you realize that you're not in your body, but rather in a different body, one that has been cobbled together from various parts, none of which are your own. Um, some of you are laying flat, others are laying like or up like this, but all of you can look around. You know, you don't recognize anybody, but you can definitely tell the others are around. That's when you saw the savior or villain of, depending on which way you look at it. There's from a certain point of view. Um, Man in a slick white long coat with black like rubber gloves, and he's got goggles above his head. He has very slick back, like well taken care of hair. It's got salt and pepper, getting a little bit more salt, you know, along the front. He speaks of his mastery over science and some magic, and how his creations, every single one of them has been a success. And he does mention that he's has a process to retrieve your bodies using some tissue, one that you can tell he's quite proud of, one of his own design, something you guys never heard of or make no sense of. Um, but he does say that he's like, but he thinks of you as his children, it appears, or his creations, and he says he needs some help in the meantime. So uh, at this moment, you guys are tied up. You can start to move. You can't really even try to break out at the moment. Just as you're getting used to your body, at least you feel like you're starting to kind of move your shoulders and move your hands, and you know, um, but you still feel as though you couldn't get up. Yes, sir.
Am I clothed?
Yes. Everybody
Are
has
any
some
of us?
rags
Good
So
and
we're all
some.
answer.
Everybody
What's
has
it,
some
what's it
modest.
what's it feel like?
It um feels like imagine your skin is pulled as tight as possible and held together in different spots. You know, just that tautness, and so that's and as you try to move it, there's a delay. Like you think I move your hand, and you don't really feel anything, but then all of a sudden there's a familiarity, and it's just like look down and you see the grotesque. You know, it's you have a hand of a very large man, but two of the fingers are of clearly of a woman's. You know that he couldn't get all the parts from one.
Oh,
You know, as you realize, and as you try to move it, you know, there's a delay between your brain and your body, and it's starting to, you know, that delay starting to shrink. But that's kind
Are
of what
we
it feels.
all?
Go ahead.
Are we all human?
Humanoid. Yeah,
I mean,
there's
what about
definitely some.
Bungo?
Well, there's quite a bit of
Bungo,
elf
where are you?
body parts. There's a lot of elven body parts, to be honest, and human, and so
But Bungo is in a completely new world of stilted legs and such.
correct. He is in a full like he's full. He you know or as full as you can be. He's just a mismatch. So he is as tall as he's ever been.
are our thoughts our own?
Your brain is basically untouched, apart from the horror of watching that happen. But otherwise, Yeah, your brain is your own. So basically, what's going to happen here is you guys will have you are, in all intents and purposes, flesh golems. So you will have those stats with your mental stats. However, you have disadvantage on any charisma checks, and so even with a high charisma, there is a big penalty for your horrid appearance and smell.
Oh,
No, because your flesh isn't
Do we-
rotting. Some of it is partially rotted from like not getting
Did you
done
just
and
say
not,
we're
like this.
flesh golems?
Yes.
Fuck. I'm
Do we
gonna
have,
look at Bungo and just be like, we need to get the fuck out of here.
So what I would for those of us with like other awesome talents and abilities like casting, is that
No,
that's
no
all-
spell casting is possible. If
Okay.
you have like an ability that doesn't take spell casting, or we can talk about those base by base. There may be like a mental, like your insight, like his ability, your special insight stuff, absolutely still works, right? Like because
Yeah.
you have
like reading
ways
lips
to
and
see and hear,
stuff.
yeah, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
Yeah,
But no spell casting. Yeah, so you can look at the stats of a flesh golem, and check them out.
Yeah.
They're basically that. You do see Alana's is a little bit different. It looks like the parts aren't all human. You see part of there is a horn that's been attached, and it looks like part of her hands, or one of them is a clawed hand of some creature. She's a little bit bigger. Yeah.
Do any
Cool.
of the parts, as like we examine it, look at each other,
Yeah,
look
yours-
like our
yeah.
own parts?
None.
None? All right.
None. Yeah. Your body was pretty mangled from all the hounds. They had gotten to you before we.
And Dr. Ichabod has mentioned returning us to our original forms with some sort of tissue process?
Yes. My brilliance, of course, can bring you back as good as new, perhaps even better. But that will take some time. Within a week, no more than a week, maybe even less, depending on how well your cells take to the cellular regeneration. It's beyond anything you could comprehend, but understand it is top science. Science is the belief in using the natural world instead of magic to accomplish our goals.
Oh, I
Forget
understand.
who I'm
science.
talking to sometimes.
I'm a big fan of science. I can't say I could talk to anything of your level, but if there's anything I could do to help with your process, especially in documentation, I'm a real I'm just a nut for details.
I just puke.
If I smell that, I'll puke as well.
It will take. Well, you think of like you want to, but your stomach's empty. It
I just
appears.
dry heave and my
yeah.
esophagus starts to like prolapse
Seize
out of
up.
my mouth.
Jeez.
You'll be unable to perform certain human functions. So
What is it
You
that
have
you
not-
require
Wait,
from
which
us?
function? Whoa, no. 1 sec. Pause. Real quick, Gideon. What functions? All right, the
Eating.
eating. All right,
Yes,
so
exactly.
no eating, no defecating,
Correct. You will not need to sleep,
no pee pee, no poo poo. All right, no sleep. Excellent.
but
What about
your
the
body
rest
is
of
your body is charged and ready to go. Periodically, you would need a jolt of electrical energy to keep you going if you hadn't had it in a while.
We're still relatively tied, right?
Yeah.
I'm relatively.
Yeah, and you couldn't
Bound.
really move probably yet, anyways. Like you're still.
All right. All right. Look, no eating, therefore no pee pee, no poo poo. Do we even got the plumbing down there? What would
Yeah,
be
you got the
purpose?
plumbing,
A
just nothing's
weekend?
hooked up.
A big
We
old
do got the
swinging
plumbing.
dick.
I'm just curious. Oh, I bet it stinks. All right. that's fine.
Yes, because he thinks that he would try to give you guys he thinks he's creating life, the perfect form. So Yes, and you fucking weirdo. Yeah.
This is
Uh,
important for Ren and for, you know,
you
What
see,
i-
he's just kind of
so
staring at you in awe.
what is our goal,
I'm sorry, Gideon, you were saying?
Doctor?
What'd you say?
What
Hey.
what would you like us to do, Doctor? I mean,
You can call me Father, if you wish. Doctor's fine though as well. He walks over and he just looks at you, and then he pulls a little small little lantern up and looks at your pupils. Let me tell you my story. Perhaps that will bring some clarity to things. Uh, I was a promising young student at a prestigious institution, learning about medicine and science and such. I was on to great things, I believe. Still am, of course, as you can see. Things have gone swimmingly. And I met a beautiful woman. Her name was Elisa, and she was the love of my life. However, she got very ill, and well, I trying to help her. My science, unfortunately, was of no use to me. Though I could keep her alive with it, I could not cure her maladies. Drove me crazy, some would say. Um, but I spent many nights, many years in my manor studying up, and when I exhausted all of my avenues, I perhaps may have reached out to some unsavory things, creatures, beings. Some would call it the occult.
Well, that doesn't sound very sciencey.
Indeed. At the time I was young and naive. I didn't understand what I understand now, but I was desperate. So I made a deal I
Boys will
didn't
be
fully
boys.
understand. My wife, Elisa, is her life. Uh, the deal did not go in my favor. And now I worry. I fear to bring her back, and I fear to allow her to die. But, as you can see, I was forced into the study of life and creation, preserving life, led me to where I'm at now. However, such great results, as he kind of scans all of you, weren't a given. Trial and error. You're not the first. There's been a few others.
So we're just
However,
lucky.
well, I've learned from my previous mistakes over the years, over many years. And this place here, this land, storms really rejuvenate the body. It's a lightning seems to be extra charged. So my studies, my progression continued. And so it happened. My thought would be my finest creation. The first crafted over many years from premium select parts. I took the time. He was perfect. And everything went according to plan that stormy night. He was alive. Alive! But when he rose, I gave him his name. His name was Adam, for he was the first. Part of myself, no jokes, into Adam. Just a small part, just a tip, just a small. No. I put a piece of myself into thinking that would give what I needed for that life. I believe that I twisted his thinking. He'd become a monster. He became obsessed with Elisa. One night he became violent. We ran him off. I ran him off. Me and Igor and my servants. Ever since that night, I know that he's planning something. I have to understand he's cunning, different. And this intelligence, this didn't come from someone's. His cunning didn't come from the years of experiences he looks at each of you. You're in a vessel that your experiences and thoughts, are being carried around in. Oh, Adam came from nothing, from the dust of the land. His obsession with Elisa has only grown. I believe he's broken in and stolen some of the parts I use from other experiments. Not sure what his plans are. He has a strange pull to the creatures of this land as well. They seem drawn to him. I worry that what he plans to do with Elisa, perhaps kill her, I'm not sure, but his obsession is going to come to fruition at some point. So we'll speak on this. Get used to your new bodies. You have full reign of the manor, though I bid you not to leave. It's dangerous. We'll speak soon about perhaps coming up with a plan while your bodies mature. He walks over and starts unstrapping each of you. As he comes to Alana, who's bigger and has these different kind of parts, he's like, you were difficult. You were an interesting case. Your infernal legacy, heritage, made things quite difficult. I had to use some of my premium parts to hold, even in death, your brain was almost too hot to handle, too hot to hold.
That's what I'm talking about.
He unstraps each of you. Take some time to get used to your body, and welcome to Manor Mordheim. I will go and rest now. You see over, as you look around the room, there's the tubes that your bodies are being grown on. There's like a furnace that's been used to burning bodies. There's tables, flat tables to be like worked on, and that you were strapped to. There are jars, some with other brains, a lot empty, others with other body parts. There is a large like contraption, and it looks kind of like one of those glass top tubes. It's got weird ropes running to it and wires that don't make any sense. And there's a body in there, and you see that there is a beautiful young woman laying in there. She looks perfectly like preserved. She's breathing, He walks over and puts his hand on it. So you hear him say, "We are so very tired. I'm going to rest." He goes and walks upstairs. You guys are down in like a basement laboratory. There's this large table in the center, though, with all this wiring going down, and there's this metal. I don't know what you'd call it, like antenna, I guess, but you'd think of it as just a metal piping running up. It must run all the way through the house.
What the
I need-
fuck?
I need to do an immediate, like, size check, and not what you're thinking. I got to get a vibe for who is everyone. How the heck can I differentiate them? Are their voices presumably all different now, right? We got different voice boxes and sizes, and
You all know who Alana is, but through talking, some of you talked, you can guess who it is by the manner of their speaking.
by the way we speak.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am gonna have you guys look at your these tokens. This might not go well because I don't want everyone to get confused, but Can you guys see the nameplates?
Yep.
I mean, we're not
see 'em.
gonna-
Looks good for me.
Okay. So can you like pull that character sheet up? Like you can hold shift and double click the one with your name on it and like actually roll on it if we need to. I'm not saying you guys gotta do anything, but
Yeah.
Shift?
Yeah, I'm loading it up.
You
I
shift?
can't see
cool.
what-
You,
I also was just catching up. I'm loading in now. Looks like I can see everything nice.
Bungo, what'd you say?
My whole screen.
Oh,
My
that's
whole
why. Okay, I know why. I screwed up here.
screen, Give me the wrong brand.
all right.
How about now? Wait, that was Bones. Where's Bungo at?
Gosh.
Oh, I never did Bungo. Shit. See, I knew this was gonna happen.
He was forgotten.
No, you-
He's very easy to forget with his size.
Ooh.
So, all right. Wow, I
Yeah.
am disgusting.
Me too.
Okay.
Jeez.
Alana looks. Sorry, Alana.
I
Super
just used
hot.
the hellish, the fiendish.
Yeah. You look great.
All right. I changed my mind. I do want to do a size check. The one that you're thinking. How's it looking? You don't have to get graphic. You just got to tell me how nice it is.
Obviously, Gideon's the best.
I've never had to.
You don't want to describe. All right.
How do you want? How do you want to do this?
I don't know. I want
It just
to. I want to
falls
compare
off.
it to Bungos. I want to.
Where is Bungo?
I can
I'm
see
just
see-
kidding.
can you
Just
see now?
kidding.
I can
What?
see this. Oh,
What are we doing? What happened?
I'm sorry. Do
All right,
we
next-
look like
next time-
masterpieces? Like you know, like that's
You guys
kinda-
are the most hideous things you've ever seen.
Yeah. All right.
He looked at you like you're.
Like we
Special.
were, but
Yeah.
we're
Beautiful.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Fuck.
holy
I'll
Alana.
find like a spot on the floor that's got some liquid pooled, and I'll just like look in it to look at my face. Fuck.
The most, horrendous sights.
Yeah, can I find something reflective enough to verify my lack of mustache?
Your mustache is on. No,
No, that
Oh
would
my
be
God.
your
hilarious.
brain just forced the body to grow it.
It's someone else's mustache. Like,
Yeah.
Um,
No,
It's a Hitler mustache.
oh my God.
Yeah, it's like you do have a mustache, but it's like you have to walk
But
around
it's,
with it.
it's the Hitler one.
Damn it.
But it's like someone else's lip was like sewn into place, so I could have like
Yeah.
little mustache.
No, you're actually missing your upper lip. You
What
don't
do
have an upper lip at all.
I have no upper lip.
No,
No
it's
upper
just
lip.
teeth.
Just teeth.
so
Oh, jeez.
What's that, Bungo?
our belongings
Yeah.
do we see our belongings at all?
You don't see your belongings here.
Okay. Guys, I am at a loss. I'm freaked out. I want to kill this guy.
Yeah, what the fuck? But we can't kill him though, right?
So,
We
no,
need those bodies.
they're blocked.
So we're gonna help him.
We are at his whim until we are in these newly constructed bodies. I am
He's
not
Fucking
saying
bullshit.
like this.
I would like to
Bullshit.
point something out. He's very frail. So as soon as we help him out, we kill him and take all of his stuff.
I
Take all of his
don't
money.
think that's
This guy
the
is
smart
terrible.
thing to do at all.
Yeah. I'm with Gideon on this one. I think let's play nicey nice until we get our flashy flash back. And
Yeah,
then
agreed.
we get
And then
the
kill him.
fuck out.
We
I
don't
know,
touch
I don't
him.
wanna risk it. We
I
can't-
don't think it's
No,
worth
let
it,
this
bro.
guy-
No.
Not
probably
worth
killed
What
him.
do
it.
you think happened? They
We
got us
died.
into this mess. Do you remember how we got
We're
here?
Life too.
I'm sorry.
He's probably
I
listening to us right
suggested
now.
that we go here. I just
This was the right move. This was the right.
You know, I
say
just
it,
don't
say
want
nice,
to. I
nice,
think
get
I
our
don't want
bodies
to go
back.
to the other place, and that scared me more. But this is intense, and
I'm gonna.
we can't fuck around. Can I move my fucking arms like Gideon moved his
Yeah, you're
arms
finally
yet?
starting to. Yeah, well, it still feels sluggish. No, like
Yeah,
you know, you're definitely not as agile as Gideon was.
right.
Like you're,
I'm gonna look back at
but you also
Bones and
feel
be
like
like,
you can swing your arm. Like you feel like
"Well, I
your
feel,
hands are as heavy as cement.
yeah,
So, you know, a fist would hurt, but you're definitely way slower and way less agile. And
dude, I had limited choices when you guys fell outside that door, and I fell shortly after you. I think
I know.
we're in a
I don't put
situation where
blame on anybody.
we do what he wants, and hopefully, this isn't us forever. And if it isn't, we don't fuck with this magic again. That's it. Fucking start.
Damien,
yeah,
are the containers that have our new bodies growing in them, are they labeled?
no.
Do they
Okay.
look like bodies with like mini arms and mini legs on them?
They look like all it is like it. You see, there's a full skeleton, so I guess you could tell some of you guys by the skeletal frame. You could probably figure it out actually.
Is there one with a tail?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And there's like so most of your organs and some muscle, but you can see it's like there's not really any features.
I'm gonna try and walk over to the one that has the tail as part of the skeleton. On the map, do you have an idea of where that is?
Where are you at? You are down. You're right here. It
Yeah.
would be this one here.
Okay. So far, I haven't said anything, just so everyone knows. I have not said a thing. I'm gonna walk over to it if I can get this whole thing to work, and just stare at it.
Okay. It's horrifying. I would think. But you see that is, can't help but think it looks like your form, whatever little bit of form it has.
Okay. If this body has any way of looking physically pissed off, that's what I'm emanating.
I'm trying really hard. Like one eye is always looks like you're like this, so you're because of the skin. But yeah, you could your body language and all that definitely.
I'm gonna find the skeleton that has a mustache and go, Ren, I think this one's yours.
The mustache is the first thing to form. Everything
Yeah,
forms around the
exactly.
mustache.
Exactly.
Excuse me. Jeez. Yeah. So what are you guys doing? You're just standing there.
What do you think, Bungo?
Well, I think this guy is going to have us take out his first creation. I think that's where this is headed. And I think that I'm more than happy to destroy anything right now. And we've got no other play. We could look around here for any sort of gear, or I mean, is there a door? Is there a door? Is there a way out of here that we can walk through without?
Yeah, you can walk up the stairs.
Let's go up the stairs and see what. I mean, there's nothing here for us. I mean, I don't know how to grow a body. Can't poop.
Yeah,
Can't drink.
I will make a point to not look at like when everybody goes to their test tubes. I'm walking the opposite direction. I don't even want to see it.
How can we kill time? Like Yeah, it's like mentally anguished.
Hey,
Face.
we're gonna help him, right? We're gonna help the doc. I don't know what that means yet. I don't know what he wants. Is there any way we could just sleep for 7 days and then we'll see if any of our bodies are grown
Is
or
that how long
matured?
you think it will take?
I do believe it will take at least that long.
What the fuck? Do I see my weapon?
You don't see any of your equipment.
No.
I'm gonna kill something. I'm gonna kill something now.
Yeah. I'll go up.
I guess gonna start walking up the stairs. Yeah.
Excuse me. As you go up the stairs, you see the place is kind of a mess. Like, it's opulent but also old. Dust everywhere, piles of papers and old food trays and things, and drink cups everywhere, and empty wine bottles, and just a cluttered mess. Books everywhere, all that good stuff. What you notice immediately again is that everything is geared towards his work. I mean, even if most of it's nonsense to you guys, but it, there's no personal stuff anywhere. Um, as you guys go up and kind of check out the whole house, you go up to the third floor and you see there's bedrooms and stuff. You see there's a small man, got a hunchback. Yes. You're standing in front of like the master bedroom. The Lord, the doctor, sleeps. He doesn't wish to be disturbed.
Just
Um,
making
terribly
myself
sorry.
aware of the whole house.
You're welcome anywhere but through these doors. Welcome.
Where are we supposed to sleep? Is there assigned rooms or?
There's no sleeping anymore.
Oh, that's right. Is there a place where I could just stand and look directly into the middle distance for 7 to 9 days?
Anywhere you wish.
Okay. I'm gonna stand next to him.
He doesn't seem too bothered by it.
Come on, Ren. I'll like grab his arm and start dragging him. Come on.
It slops over to you.
Oh, I thought you were gonna grab Igor's arm.
You guys,
Because I was
No,
gonna
no,
grab, I was gonna grab the other one and make a wish.
Make a wish.
you guys spend about an hour kind of from when you first went up the stairs, getting used to your body. Every now and then, when some of you'd have to stop and like remember how to bring your leg up for the stairs, or you'd stumble and kind of, as you're getting used to your new bodies. And you made your way up, all the way up to the third floor eventually, where you met his servant, spoke to him, talked a little bit. You do find a room up there that's open. The door's cracked open. It's just like a big bedroom that you guys, if you're just looking for a place to kind of be for a little bit, it certainly looks like nobody's going to say anything about that. After about an hour or so, as you're trying to get your bearings, you guys do hear something. Below, um, you're up on the third floor. You hear the sounds of what sounds like forced entry, doors splintering. Your new bodies being stiff and sluggish does seem to kind of have a delay between, your brain registering it and you being able to tell your body to do anything. What are you guys doing?
Going towards it. I am.
Yeah,
Like,
start moving quietly.
No,
No.
fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck
oh,
about
I was
quiet.
gonna stall from them.
Alright.
As you guys go stumbling down the stairs, as you get into the bottom floor, you can hear some like sounds coming from the below laboratory that you came out of. So you're running from the top floor down to the bottom floor, and then you can hear some like scuffling and like sounds of breaking stuff and shattering coming from down there. As you guys peel the corner, starting to feel a little bit more comfortable in your bodies, but still feeling somewhat sluggish. You guys burst in there.
Not my body.
As you enter the room, the first thing that catches your attention, there's this monster standing there. But a monster like you now, enormous, standing over 7 feet tall. His powerful body is crossed with large raised scars. Looks like stitches caused by stitching, much like yours. Skin is gray, pale, and thin. And beneath this translucent covering, you can see the muscle and arteries straining. Standing listlessly, a small squad of these other animated flesh golems stand next to him, almost kind of standing in rank behind him. You see that he has smashed open the glass tube, and looks like he looks over at you guys and he goes, you see he's like missing his nose. That gives him that kind of skeletal look. Though you do see that all of his skin, like it all kind of matches. His parts are much more, it looks like they were very much more close to all being very similar. But he kind of grunts his head as these other flesh golems come stumbling forward. You can see these guys are even worse than you got. Like they're crudely carved back together, or stitched back together, and totally mismatched, and one's missing a leg, like completely, and it just has like a stick shoved up there that it's using.
It's an old broom.
Yeah, yeah. He also cleans. They come storming at you guys. Let's go ahead and roll initiative if you don't mind.
shit!
I'm gonna move you guys around a little bit here. So and
Got
just
my
bear
dice
with me.
tower I'm using.
We rolled initiative with our
Ooh.
That's
with
nice.
flesh golem or with our
Flesh golem. You use everything, but you
Everything
can use your
flesh
mental stats for you. Except and
Minus
your
one.
charisma checks, like persuasion, deception, all those things are at disadvantage.
So what would that be for flesh golem then? For
It's
You should
9
be able to
dex.
hold shift and double click.
So it's a minus.
oh, I see what you're saying.
Actually,
Yeah, and
is
pull it up
a-
and click on the little dice. I'll tell you guys how to do it. It should roll it for you. So if you go to the character sheet, there's this little thing, like if you look at armor class and go directly right, it'll say INIT, like initiative. If you click that, it'll like roll. If you guys have any problems, you can also roll, like take a -1. Whatever you guys would like to do.
Why can't I do? You said
You might not, like again, there might be a problem with it. You can
What-
roll the 20-sided off of, you can just roll the dice if you want.
well, I'll do it.
Oh,
Just
boom.
now. I rolled a natural 1. Holy shit.
So 0 for Gideon. All right, cool, and it's popping up
Fuck
for me.
this
That's another thing
pixel
too. That's really
dice.
nice.
I
Like, so
mean-
if everything's run through roll 20, it just like automatically lines you guys up.
So
Yeah,
how do I do it?
All right,
So
double
there
click
might
on
be a
your
mistake
character
on my
name.
end.
Huh?
Yeah, don't worry about it right now. Like
Okay.
Did
we need to
that,
practice it if we're gonna do it.
Yeah,
Hey,
just
did that-
double click on your character name, and there'll be a little button that says "Open Character Sheet" or something like that, and then do that, and you'll have a little pop up.
Oh, here we go.
Alana, what'd you get?
Look at that.
I
Okay.
just figured out how to get there.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Gotcha.
You don't want me to
Um,
re-roll initiative, do you?
No, would you roll 0? No, I got you.
I did get mine to work, but it's giving me an error code whenever I try to do it. So I'm just using dice. That's 13 for me.
hey, Damien, was that that 16 yours? Or was that mine?
What's 16? You have an 8 on mine, it says.
Where did
I don't know.
they-
What'd you roll? I don't know.
Oh, I pressed the button. It didn't pop up. So I thought the initiative between Ren and Noah there was.
Oh, mine's showing up. It shows as an 11.
Yep, I got you here, 11. So Bungo, what'd you roll then? And I'll just change yours.
Okay, I'll roll on the dice then.
Whatever you
I
roll.
don't see anything in there.
Or then roll. Yeah. And just
So I-
subtract 1.
12 then overall.
Well. Okay, and I'm sorry. fight, but that's the point. You guys might not recognize that. Okay, so
What's going on here?
So I'm seeing a room with 3 flesh golems in it, but I don't see any of our tokens now.
okay, well I don't know what's going on. Wait, does everyone else see the room and a bunch of golems?
Yeah, oh, there's a whole shitload more than 3.
It's probably all you can see, maybe. No, you should be able to see 5 at least.
Well, I don't even see my token.
I see 5.
Maybe this guy. It should
And
say
I
his
see.
name.
Yeah, you're Bungo. Do you see this? Are you?
You
No,
know,
Are you
Bungo doesn't see Bungo.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna back out and try to get back in.
Yeah, I
Black
would
Mirror.
Yeah.
refresh.
Maybe even try a refresh or something.
Well, I did do the refresh, but I just closed the tab now. I'm going right back in.
All right. Yeah. Do your thing, buddy.
All right, I'm gonna put this guy out here. That's not what he looks like, but he's over here trying to take this lady out of that. All right. Let's see who rolled.
No, same thing. I only see. Send you a
hold on.
sequel that I see. I don't see it.
That's so weird because it says
You
you
didn't
should
see
be able to
Bungo?
mod B.
Yeah, I mean, I see him, but are you like? Do you see the map, but just not characters? Are you zoomed out somewhere
I'm gonna-
crazy?
No, I'll drop it in the chat. That's what I see in the chat there.
That is incredibly weird.
Let me
I
see.
don't see
Where's
anything
your
like
chat?
it.
Where's the chat at? Where'd you drop it?
Up in our earlier, let's see if I can find it. Oh wait, he just DM'd me. Let me.
Huh?
You DM'd me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
That was because my last DM was to you joking about where
Oh,
Yeah,
weird.
you have.
Agree.
Oh, I know why.
would you make me like this golem in the middle?
Yeah, I made you the wrong. I made you the wrong.
Oops. That makes sense.
Team bad guys coming to get you.
Spoiled your own secret.
Now. You in the room now?
Yeah, I can see the room.
All right. My bad.
Which one's even me though?
You're the one that doesn't have a nameplate.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, I'm flesh golem number 1.
All right. So, Bungo, you are the first one to go. What are you
Oh yeah,
doing?
Pell Mell would like to rage. Yeah, I am going in. I'm not even asking questions. I'm going to do a multi attack on the. Oh, that's Gideon.
Yep, they all look like me. It's because I'm the best.
Yeah, there's one here that is very similar to the rest of them.
I'm running past Gideon to get this guy down here in the corner. I'm gonna make two multi attacks against corner man.
Go for it.
Okay. So that's +7 to hit. The first one's a 16. And the second one is also a 16. They
Those
hit?
both hit. Yep.
Alright, so 2d8 plus 4. I'm just going to do this. Oh, I got the 2d8 right here. All right, 8 on the first one, and a 2 on the second one. So 10 plus 8, so 18.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like roar in his face as I slam attack it.
It smashed
I'm
it.
pissed.
Just
I'm just pissed. I'm
Yep.
floating in a tube. Something's got to die.
using that size and weight advantage you got for the first time. I like it. Okay. Lana.
Okay, I'm in the way back there. I get some movement in here. I've got 30.
This is Gideon, by the way.
Yeah.
I can also
You're all hitting me.
I go to hit Gideon. Ah, dang it.
the one with the red dot on him.
Yeah. All right, I come out next to him. Let's see. All right, and that one's the big bad. Okay, the one to my far right. I'm gonna try. Well, so feebly try to do an Eldritch Blast, and it's probably gonna just hold out my hand like a weirdo, right?
Okay. And you're trying to cast Eldritch Blast?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, as you try to summon the power, your brain can like tap into your pact, but it's just not possible to like control your body in a way to be able to, channel and or cast spells.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so as you come up, you lift your malformed hand, and
Nothing. And like she swears. And then let's see. That was 25. I'm just gonna end it right there.
Okay.
Do we have bonus actions as in this form? Okay.
Oh, you just have those stats there. Yep.
Got it.
It's they're powerful physically. There's some cool stuff you can do, and then also you might have to think outside the box sometimes when you don't have your normal skill set at hand. So they they're running forward. They lack personality too. They're grunt, some of them do, but they seem more mindless than most of you. Okay. Anyway, so bam, this thing's gonna go boom, boom, boom. This thing's gonna go boom. Actually, no, this thing's gonna go right here. Sorry. Okay, and attacky tax. There's two attacks against Alana from this one here. A nat 20 on the first one missed. The second one is a natural 20. Does that hit?
You know it does. I'm gonna say no because I made my own armor. Screw you, DM.
20. So that's not too bad. I didn't roll. I have
Yeah.
1 8, but then the rest were kind of shitty. So 20, as it comes in, your new body, you're not ready for it, and it hits, and you just hear your whole like shoulder kind of dislocate. It didn't hurt though. That's something you noticed too. Like, yes, you felt it, and there's some weirdness and maybe a little bit of pain, but not like that is a bonus side effect to some degree. Okay, so then the other one's also going to attack you, the other one that's right there, and hits with both of them. Sorry, but 17 and 18. 21. As you get battered and beaten a little bit as these things come flying in. Gideon, one comes at you, trying to make slam attacks, misses with the first one, and then comes over top with a nat 20. Again, you're so ready, you're like, I'm going to bring my arms up and block this, and your arms come up so much slower than you were ready for them to be.
Like, my facial expression is, yeah, bring it, but my arms aren't there yet.
18 as it smashes you.
Oh, shit. I need a pen.
And then one is going to come in and try to whack Bungo. He hit with the first one and rolled a nat 1 with the second. And 12 points of bludgeoning as it runs up and throws its fist, and it hits hard. I mean, its whole fist shatters, and your face kind of breaks a little bit. Again, doesn't really hurt. And this thing, he's got Alyssa out. And you see something strange. He kind of follows the wires down that are like attached to her. You see that this lifeless form, but she has like these electrodes attached to her. He reaches down, like kind of gently down the wires, and grabs a box that's attached and like yanks it free. And so he's got her over her side. There's these wires running to a metal box that he's holding that he ripped out of there. Okay, that's his turn.
Which one?
Ren.
Which one is that?
This guy down here. He doesn't look like that, but I don't have a
Okay,
token
gotcha.
for him.
But
He's the one that looks. He looks like. Yeah. Well, I'll find him.
The leader.
yeah.
Yeah, but he has a distinct
Alright.
look. But yeah.
Yeah. And the doc specifically like looked at this lady that was in this spot with love or some emotion, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
You did see some emotion. Yes.
All right. Sweet. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
I
Ren,
rolled
you're
a
up.
natural one.
Are you there?
Who?
Isn't it? Whose turn is it? Ren? It's Ren. Can you guys hear me? Can you not hear me? Oh.
No, I can hear you.
Okay. Sorry. It's probably my fault.
Okay, I'm gonna rush into battle by just. Can I get kind of behind Alana right about there? And can I reach this guy?
Yeah,
my-
you can reach that guy. Yep.
Big, disgusting, meaty arms. And so what? I'm just making 2 slam attacks.
Go for it.
First one's 26, second not so hot.
First one hits.
Can I click to roll that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you go if you go
Just a little.
to the attack, yeah, click the attack where it says attack next to 26. Click that button. Click the word attack next to 26 on the chat on Roll20, where it has your attack.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Cool.
11
All right.
bludgeoning.
Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. I can't imagine I still retain any of my insightful trickeries.
If it's no, because you don't have bonus actions. If it's something to do with bonus
Yeah,
actions.
it is a bonus action.
Yeah,
So,
no, you don't have bonus actions at the moment. So
I'm just gonna grunt, and that's my turn.
Gideon, you're up.
All right, let's fucking do this. I am gonna run through. Hold on. No, I'm not. I can't do it. I gotta click this. I'm gonna run through this. Not run. Walk. Sluggishly. I will move out of attack from that one guy. I'm gonna get over to this guy. Because I need to get the fuck out of this body.
Nat 20.
That's,
Shit you not. Dude,
fuck.
3 of them so far tonight. Woohoo! You guys are screwed. Not great. 13. 17.
17? Alright. So that's
Clubs you right in the back of the head.
That's 35 points so far. Okay. I'm making jeez. I mean, I'm gonna hit this guy twice. I'm gonna try to stop him.
Okay.
I don't know if my mental state, I can not try to. Can I go for his legs?
You can do whatever you like.
Yeah. Let's go for his legs.
Like, you're gonna try to tackle his legs, or you're gonna attack his legs.
No, I'm not. I don't think we're there with movement yet. So I think I would try to attack him in a vulnerable spot. Like if I'm using my mind and my muscles, getting those weak points. He's got this girl over his shoulder. I don't want to attack him upper body. I'm gonna go low.
You can try to swing without. Yeah, if you swing at her, swinging at him without trying to hit, or with trying to not hit her is going to be a disadvantage. But that's certainly not the right thing, but the
Yeah.
good thing to do. Maybe not the right thing. Depends if you die, it's not the right thing. But
Yeah, that's a good fucking point. Actually, I didn't think about that. I'm just gonna slam attack.
Okay.
Oh, I just tried and it didn't do anything. What do
No nat ones.
It's just giving me like no attribute was found. Here, I'm just gonna
I
roll.
don't know what happened. Yeah, I told you this could be a cluster because it was a little bit of a.
That's fine. And you're dealing with me and computers, which you're at disadvantage already. So,
Well, but I do like everything being in roll 20 does make, and everybody. Like,
nah, dude,
definitely
I'm not
not.
gonna touch these. I rolled a 12 on the first attack. So, what's my modifier on this beast? +7. So, a 19 on the first, and I rolled a natural 20 on the second attack.
So as you swing at him,
Wait,
you
is there only
come
one
swinging
attack?
at him. He
No,
turns
multi.
away and shields her, and you can basically crit against if you hit with both. You can just do double damage on both attacks because he opens himself up to allow you to
Oh,
swing her and that
sweet.
thing out in front of him.
So
So you'd roll, what's the damage? Is it 2d8?
2d8.
You'd roll 4d8. You'd roll 8d8,
Eight.
right?
Holy shit, that's a lot of math. 7 plus 9 is 16 plus 10 is 26 plus 11, which is 37 plus 8 is 37, 45 plus 9 is 54 and plus 6 is 60. I think that's 8.
Yeah, as you crush, you feel like bones breaking and his spine kind of dislodges a little bit. Look at that a roar. At this very moment, you see Dr. Mordenheim is making his way down. And as soon as you crush him in his back, he lets out a roar. As soon as you crush him in his back, you see Mordenheim screams in agony and falls forward as if he was struck in the back, falls to the ground. You see he does take the brutal beating and kind of eats it, and he looks over you, his yellow eye kind of glowing, and you can see kind of a fury encompassing him. Okay, anything else? I think that's the end of
No, that's B. Holy shit. Oops.
Bungo.
Bungo is going to go ahead and try to take this piece off the board and do 2 more slam attacks against the same guy.
Okay.
That's right in front of him. That's fucking another 9, so 16 and 10.
10 to hit.
Yeah.
10 hit? Or do they have? What do they have? They have shitty AC. I forget. I thought it was. Yeah, they 10 hits.
Okay. And all right,
I was
so
gonna say ours is 9, so
2d8 plus 4 times 2. So 4, 11, 15 for the first one. Oh man, rolling hot. 8 and 10, 14 for the second one. So 15 and 14.
You've just beaten and broken this thing. But it's somehow just going. One of its arms is coming off, and he picked it up and beaten over its head with its own arm. But it's still it's still going.
Wait, I think I got skipped.
Oh shit. Yeah, what'd you roll? You did get skipped.
13.
Oh fuck! You should have been first to go. You're not even on there for some reason. Yeah.
Uh,
All right. Shit. Yeah, you're up. Go ahead.
No, that's all right.
You actually get 2 turns.
No, that's okay. I'll just take one.
You got skipped twice. Basically,
Do
I
it.
got to the top.
Take 2 turns. Let's, because you
You
know
got
you're
to
gonna-
do it.
You know it's gonna be
Okay,
horrible, and I want to
Fine,
laugh at you.
Yeah, you're right. It probably will be. Okay, so I'm just gonna move over to this guy, attack him twice.
Okay.
That's 19 plus.
Yep.
So I'm assuming that hits. Second one is 16 plus. So both hit.
Yep. What do you
that
guys get plus to
first
hit?
one-
7.
Plus 7.
Plus 7.
So you can only miss if you roll nat 1.
Cool. Cool.
Keep that in mind.
Oh, terrible damage. 7 damage between for the first hit,
Okay.
and then oh jeez,
Is that even possible?
another 7 for the second hit.
Did you roll a 2 and a 1?
I rolled
It's-
a 1 and
Well, it's 2D.
yeah, 1 and a 2. Both times.
So what'd you get with the second one? Damage 7 with the second. So
7 for both, so 14 total.
yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
1 point higher than the average for one attack.
Round 1. On 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Second
So
second round.
that's first turn. Second turn, same thing, I guess. I'll
Yes.
move here.
Okay.
I could also just run away and go for the big guy. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take the attack and move here.
I rolled a 10 to hit you,
Yep.
and I did 8 damage.
All right.
I just looked at our armor class.
Mhm.
I just realized.
And then I'm gonna take 2 slam attacks against the big guy.
Go for it.
Nat
shield-
20.
I was gonna say he actually shields himself again, so go ahead and roll with it. Roll again, but yeah, you're gonna get to, if you hit, you're gonna get double damage.
Okay.
Anyways, but
So,
yeah,
Yeah.
that one definitely hits.
Oh,
yeah.
damn. That one definitely hits. Second one
It's triple
is
damage.
only an 8, so that's 15 to hit.
That hits. So you roll 8d8 again.
8d8. Okay, I'll roll this on D&D Beyond because I can roll a lot of dice easily.
88 plus 8.
See, that was a smart
8,
move.
8 plus 8. Oh boy.
Damien, can you like slash roll 8d8 in the chat on this?
Yep, you can definitely. Yep, slash roll
That is
space
hard.
2d8 plus. You can do any of that. Yep.
Whatever. Okay, that's what I thought.
That's a,
Yep.
Um.
You can also create your own shit too for.
I
custom
used to
stuff.
do all my theory crafting in Roll20 because of these tools.
I remember that. All right.
That is. Oh, where is it? I just rolled. Didn't save. It was 41 points of damage total.
That
Between
is a solid. Yep.
the two.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my second turn. Okay, now.
Okay. He's just you feel as like his skin and his bones are ultra strong. I mean, you guys have beaten the hell out of him, but you also feel like even as your hands smash, it's like hitting stone. So, Alana.
Okay. So the dude next to me, I'm gonna attack him. 'Cause I see my friends are going after the big guy, apparently. Gotta clear the room a little bit. So I'm gonna slam attack the guy next to me. That was a 9.
You rolled a 1
Yep.
because you actually have a stat slightly because you have you have the fiendish golem, which I'm fine with. I just gave you half the hit points. 9 or nat 1 misses though. You rolled the one thing you could roll to, to
Right.
miss. I mean,
So I get 2 slam attacks, so I'm gonna
Yep.
try a second one here. All right, that's a dirty 20.
that hits. And if you click the attack button or the attack word, yep, you got it.
8
Oh yeah,
bludgeoning.
that's almost the lowest you could roll, but that's fine. Yeah, sometimes the dice just aren't on. Or
Yeah.
feel for you guys. But
They
yeah,
are
you
the
bashing into him.
Cool.
Okay. At the end of your turn, this guy's going to take a legendary action, and he is going to
Fuck.
slam attack Gideon. He like sets the box down.
Ooh.
He's only got one arm, but he's going to try to whack Gideon. He rolled a 9 on die, which is going to hit.
This is great. This is just like, Jeff, there's so much flesh getting pounded in this basement.
20 bludgeoning.
Ow!
Choice,
It's like, getting hit with a battering ram.
Alright, 55 points. I don't feel pain still, though, right?
No, you can feel the force and all that, but
I'm feeling Gideon's, like, I don't like being in this body one bit, but that is a benefit, is like not feeling the force of the damage upon you.
that would be amazing to not feel pain.
Yeah,
but you also
right?
don't feel other things too. You don't feel like pleasurable things. You don't feel the wind
Yeah.
on your face.
We
Um,
smell. Like obviously we could see and we could.
yeah, you
Eee.
can smell, but it's different. It's not as good. Like it is muted and such probably.
I just wonder if I can
so
tell how disgusting it stinks.
it
in
is
here.
now his turn actually.
93.
So he's going to take his turn,
93.
and first he's going to stare into Bones's eyes. With his yellow kind of predator eyes, and you kind of feel as though your body start to lose control of your body. I need you to make a charisma.
Oh boy.
It's your good one.
So that's my good one, but I'm at disadvantage, right? Okay.
People
No,
like,
not for charisma save, just for charisma like checks, because that's like if you were trying to persuade someone, even if you were super charismatic, your horrendous figure is gonna play against you.
So I'll
But
still
for like
use
mental,
the
yeah, you still use
flesh
your
golem
saves.
save. Okay.
Use
Yeah.
your save, your
We
personal
basically
charisma
just
save.
get into
Yeah.
whiz.
Okay. Bones.
Bones, yeah.
Bones charisma
Yes.
save is what I'm using. Okay.
Yeah, because
Just
you have your
checking.
mental stats. You just don't
Yeah,
get
yeah,
like
yeah.
if you were trying to persuade someone, you would still be like they would still be horrified by
Okay,
you.
so
That's
it's
why you-
just straight, no disadvantage. Got it. Okay, I was misunderstanding. It's 14, 21.
You make it as you feel like almost you're losing control of your body as you kind of shake it off. And he turns and he's gonna use his attack on Gideon.
Mm.
He rolled
yeah.
a 7 on dice, which is gonna hit. And
Yep. Armor class 9.
a 3. Yep. Right. Let's see.
Oh boy. I don't like the guys. I'm close to death.
we're all dead
26
already.
for the first one.
How much?
26.
You 26. So
And
that's 1
you hit with the second.
80. Ooh, shit.
Gideon, if you make it to your second turn, you get to berserk.
No. How much was the second?
20 or no, I'm sorry. 17.
I'm
Dropped. He bashes you to the ground and then goes sprinting this way towards this wall. You can make an attack of opportunity, Bones.
Okay, can I use it to... I'm going to use it to attempt to grapple.
Sure, yeah.
So that is... strength. Ooh. 13.
Yeah, he got 17.
Yeah, fuck. Bad
And you
roll.
kind of grab
Never
it, try to
mind.
grab a hold of him, and he shakes you off. He runs straight into this wall and just bashes through it. There's this like old, it was clearly like a hidden room, He knew, you know, he ran there like he knew it was there, but instead of opening the wall, he just bashed through it. He looks like he's trying to take off. The rest of them literally tried to just like mob you guys. So, they're gonna try to grapple you guys. So I need bones. I need or do they make a check against your check first?
Yeah, it's
Or they-
contested.
Okay, so they rolled a
So they make a
he
check.
rolled a 15 on die for the first guy did.
That is 23 for me.
Okay, so you stop that one. The second guy rolled a 18 on die. So
Ooh,
20.
only a 10.
Okay, so this guy grappled you. Alana, can you make a grappling athletics roll or whatever?
Okay, with the golem character.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know how to roll for that on this.
It'd just
It's
be a
It's just
strength.
strength.
Yeah.
So you can click the strength. Like if you go up to yep.
That's an dirty 20.
Okay, you are not grappled. Bungo, I need you to make a grappling check. 2 of them actually, because they are both trying to.
So squat nimbleness count here?
No. You're not so squat or nimble.
15 on die, so that's what? Strength.
Yeah,
So
you beat
19.
the first one. Yep.
Fell off the desk. 15 again.
Okay,
So,
you are not grappled. Ren, what are you doing?
I'm gonna keep up the
He's-
heat.
And this guy's actually out of the room. Sorry, I just should get rid of him.
Yeah,
He's
they
run
went
through. He
through the
had more
wall.
movement. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep up the heat on that one that Ren and I have. Or Ren and I, Alana and I have. I'm Ren. I know who I am. I'm just a stupid flesh golem. You know what I mean. I'm gonna double slam this ugly guy. That's a 11 and a 19. Oh, I'm rolling
33.
hotter than ever.
Damn.
For the
Okay.
listeners, that's a 16 and a 17 for damage, respectively.
Yeah, you're bashing into this thing big time.
what's Ichabod doing? I thought he was down here with us.
He was. Well, when he got blasted, he fell to the ground like he got hit in the back. So he's kind of recovering from that, but he'll go at the end of the round. Or anything else?
I think that's my move. I'm gonna stand my ground
Or Gideon's down. Yeah.
safely behind a Lana demon.
As Victor comes running down, he's like, enough! He screams at all these other things, you know. And they're kind of fighting with you guys, and he's like, enough! And you see they just kind of stop fighting. No! He got her! No! My Lisa! No! He looks over at Gideon's body and runs over, grabs some instruments and a thing, and he has these 2 metal poles, and he does this, and the lightning shoots between it as he's like comes over and puts it on Gideon. You feel this shocking burst as you were walking through a dark field, actually feeling quite fearful for where you're at, and foreboding in this dark wheat field you were walking through, lit by like slight twilight, and this feeling as if you're not alone there, but there's a flash of lightning in the sky, and all of a sudden your eyes wake up and you're from laying on the ground.
Oh no! Like I'm looking for the guy that put me down. Do I see him?
As you guys all, I assume, kind of some of you come and look and like
Yeah.
go after him real quick and stuff. But as you run out and you see that it's the kind of a dark, misty night, and kind of look around and you're not sure where he's going. Finally, when you come back in, Ichabod's like trying to gather himself. We have to get her back. Get her back, and I can get you in your body. Please, before he does something terrible.
Show us the
You
way.
have to come with us.
Yeah, how do we find him?
If I
I
die,
could
you
track
have
her
no chance of
easily in
moving
my body.
in your body. Well, we don't have time. We don't have the days.
Send us with Igor.
Unless you
He
wanted
leads
me to accelerate it. I could, though can't be held accountable if anything were to go wrong.
Mm,
I don't like
I
the
don't like.
sound of
I don't
that.
like. Yeah, I don't like them odds either. All right,
Accelerate mine.
let's
Am I-
go. Can you point
Am I
us?
completely
yours?
tuned up? Can you tune the rest of us up?
Yeah, you guys all get juiced up.
I was fully tuned in the first place. I'm more tuned now. I'm more tuned than you, Gideon.
All right, I
Uh,
start
should
to go
accelerate
out
mine.
the hole that the dude went out.
Yeah, we gotta follow. Can I attempt to track it? Is that beyond my feeble, fleshy
I mean,
form?
I would like
Victor's
to.
like, I know where he's taking her if he hasn't killed her already.
Where?
Collects himself up.
Let's go get him.
There's a cave not too far away. 4 or 5 hours perhaps that he's kind of claimed as his own.
What do you want us to do if we find him?
You notice there seems to be a issue where we're too connected. You bashed him on his back. I felt every blow you struck against him. Fears you can't kill him. Must get her back. He is averse to fire, but so are you, so be wary.
Did you just say we can't kill him?
Do not know.
You cut out.
Yeah, he's saying perhaps not. I do not know.
Let's play it safe. I mean,
Capture
the
him?
worst case scenario here is if we kill him, we kill the doc, and then we never get our bodies back.
That's a bad
Um,
situation, Ren.
Yeah, so let's try to keep him alive. We'll let Doc deal with it. All we got to do is drag him back here once we've
Let's just get
succeeded.
the girl.
We
Fuck him, right?
mm,
Do you have any restraints or anything we can use to capture him?
Strengths are going to be able to keep him. Perhaps. It's a rescue mission. Let's bring her back.
okay. That simplifies things. We can handle that.
Doesn't mean he can't be stopped, but I once burned him to what I thought was ash. Came back. But I may have a fix for that if you can bring Elisa back.
All right, we can do that. Right? We outnumber them.
I hope
We're
so.
ridiculously strong now.
As slow as fuck.
Well, then we better get moving. We got 4 or 5 hours to get to this cave.
If you
can
burned him, didn't it burn you?
I felt the pain of the burn. It was the worst feeling I'd ever felt.
Are you saying also that he, big word, regenerated? It's just she
Indeed.
tries to say the word with that mouth that's not hers.
Honestly, I believe that his spirit possessed another body when his body was utterly destroyed. Though I do believe he would regenerate from the smallest piece. Then the
is-
darkness of this land morphed him into who he is, back into who he is.
Interesting. So that's not the body you gave him before?
It looks the same. So I watched it burn. Over time, it slowly turned back into at first. But remember, not only can I get your bodies back, but I can also help you with perhaps with whatever goals you have. I have learned a lot around these lands, so. But you're right. We don't have much time. It will take a few hours. We do need to like recharge everybody and get you ready to go. And it appears that one of you does wish for me to try the accelerated process. He looks at Bones. Just want to double check
I
that
need
that
my
is what you want.
magic.
Very well. I'll begin the process on his. I'll work on the formula. Perhaps apply it to the acceleration model.
So creepy.
He walks off. All right, we'll take a break there. Yeah.
He looks
Fuck
weirdly
up, man.
aroused. With
What the fuck?
Just getting
Nobody bother me.
turned into like Rocky Horror Picture Show. If you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
Nobody
so
bother me
awful.
for
No,
90
don't.
seconds.
Stop.
I'll be
oh
right back.
boy. All right, we're gonna
No,
go
come
ahead
on.
and go to the other chat for break. So we'll be back.
Acceleration.
back into, hands you like this little wooden box, little battery contraption with this same thing, kind of holds, you can.
Yeah, I got a decent look at how he used it on the others. So I'll try my best to replicate that if needed. Hopefully, we won't even need it.
He says, I do have this. Pulls out this like clay bottle stopper. It's like it's fairly sturdy, but if thrown full force against something, it'll shatter. When the air touches the liquid inside, it'll ignite.
Excellent. Would
Careful,
someone
Elisa isn't harmed by this.
would someone else like to carry that? I'd like to spread the devices amongst us.
I mean, if no one's
Anyone?
willing, I will.
All right. Obviously, none of us in this form are a big fan of fire, but better against them than us. So I like it. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Daddy.
It's so creepy. We got go creepy.
Guys, you
Bring
know
back
me.
Elisa.
Oh, we
Can't
will.
die.
We will bring her back or we will not return at all. But I like our odds. I mean, look at these numbers.
We're gonna do it
And-
because I need my freaking body back. Let's go.
Yeah, what she said. That's what she said.
That is what she said.
So after
That is
an hour
what
or
she said.
two of you guys, getting charged up and all that good stuff, ready to go, the doctor is hard at work, adding things to Bones's and doing other calculations and formula as he's looking, or as he begins he brings out these
I'm
big
so scared.
retractable metal things as he adds these other liquids and this other chemicals or whatever into the tub, and then these electrodes come out and he connects these wires to them and he cranks this big thing as the center rises up and you hear thunder and lightning start to come as you guys are all waiting, and then he's like, now we wait. And what feels like 20 minutes goes by, but really honestly probably less than a minute, right? It's the longest kind of weird 48 seconds of your life before there's this light that lights up the room and then a cracking sound as the lightning ripples down into the tube, overcharging it as the body inside surges as tissue and organ and bone starts to rapidly grow and turn, and it's boiling in there and the things are getting red hot, like it looks like they're gonna melt at the point, right? Like it's getting to that point where and chill hold. Again, as he's turning dials and spinning things and releasing pressures. And then there's a kind of a slow, quieting as the machines kind of rumble to rest. The electricity goes away. I need you to roll a d6 and then get some d100s for me real quick.
Okay. D6
And D
is a
one
4.
100s plural.
I'm listening. You got a 4? Okay.
Yeah, 4.
Okay,
And
and then
then-
roll a d100 for me.
Okay. That is 100.
100 on a d100.
Yeah. Holy shit. Right, it's a 1 on the D10 and then double zeros on the
Yep.
10.
Wait,
Yeah.
no, yes.
No.
No, wait, what?
Would
Should
that
all be all
1?
zeros. So that'd be 1. Double zeros and then 01?
So it's the percentile dice, which is on double zeros, and then the D10 is on 1.
No, the d10 should be on 10.
Okay, so then
So-
it's 1.
Oh, it's 1,
Yeah.
okay.
No,
Okay.
it would be a
Yeah, double aught if it's percentile.
oh
is
01. Yep.
Okay, go ahead and roll a 1d100 again.
Okay. That's 30.
Okay, so I know I have you roll a blind dice. One more d4 for me.
Okay.
We're
D4.
done.
Okay.
These mutations, not again.
That's a
These-
4.
So, as it kind of swirls around, you see Bones' face in there, as he was at the moment of his death. You know, like his same thing. Something catches your attention immediately, is there appears to be an extra eye on the side of his head. And then you rolled the 30. What was it, the 31 or the 30?
Yeah, it was 30 on the second time I rolled.
30 or 31?
30.
This is fucked.
I know.
Okay. Okay. You as the water drains, you see he looks real pale, and he's kind of gotten these black spots on him. And you see the doctor's like, see an extra eye. Okay, that's to be expected to some degree. And you're like, what? And I'm not liking these very much. But you see Bones. He brings. Oh well, actually, yeah. So all that's first. And then he brings the body over there. And he's like, okay, lay down, kind of shoves you down to the ground, and then while you're still awake because you don't feel anything, he grabs a saw and starts sawing at the top of your head, undoing the
Bones is just
sutures,
like
and then everything
whatever
kind of goes.
facial expressions he has are just like.
But there's a
eyes
moment where
wide.
everything there's like a kind of a sharp pain in your head, and then everything goes black for a second as he just disconnects it and then carries his brain over to the other one. Same thing, kind of goes about his business as you guys are horrified at what you see. As he cut the head off of the new body of Bones, puts the brain in there. It takes about an hour, and then sutures up his skull cap back on. Pulls out some little electrical electrodes and lightning him back to. But as you wake up, he's like, oh, you know, there's that flash of light, and you kind of feel a little weak. So okay, so you have an extra eye, which does do something for you. You do have this extra eye, which of course is very noticeable, but also it does give you.
Advantage on peripheral checks.
Yeah, so you know you get a +2 bonus to perception rolls that rely on sight.
Sweet. Okay.
You
But-
have another eye.
But the real problem you have is your body did not handle it well. Like it is weak and you're diseased almost. It is not fully formed and it's created. Your body's like fighting itself, and there's a lot of things like that. So you're actually going to have a disadvantage on all Constitution saving throws.
You have an autoimmune disease.
Yeah. Um,
All right.
Also,
You
Yeah.
can't drink milk anymore.
bro, how are we gonna go back? Like, I can just imagine our flesh golem mouths slapping around as we, like, try to communicate with each other, but how are we gonna go back to home like that? Seriously,
oops. What are you guys doing?
you got another eye. It's fucking whack, dude.
Yes.
Once we get home, I'm not sure I want to see any of you again, let alone third eye blind here.
I'll take my hair.
The
and,
rest
like,
of you, are you sure you don't wish to join your friend?
I'll wait.
Yeah, I'm wait.
I'm feeling
I'll untie my hair. I guess it probably wasn't tied, but I'll just affix it so it covers the eye. Can I have my things, Doctor?
Indeed.
Where is the eye?
Is it on the right side or the left side? Because that's
Right
Fine.
side.
right side.
Oh,
Like
I'm
on my
gonna-
temple, kinda.
Yeah. Actually, it'd be right here, right above
Okay.
the ear.
Yeah, so the hair kind of just covers it.
But
oh.
it's kind of annoying. You know, your eyes like.
Yeah. Yeah, it's constantly like that. And you said I have like black spots on me, kind of.
Yeah. Basically, your body's like in a weakened state. Like it just didn't
Mm.
fully mature, or like
Like
always-
bruises, almost like deep body
Yeah.
bruises.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Not so bad.
All right, guys.
Hey,
Brings
look
your
in the
stuff.
mirror right now. Okay.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't. You would understand that way you were under originally. I tinkered a little bit. I think you'll find it quite difficult to do me any harm. So, not to say that you couldn't, but remember,
Mm.
he hands you his stuff, your stuff.
Uh, then we get Memnock, and then we can be on our way. I'll summon Memnock.
He shows up in a puff of sulfur.
Welcome back.
He glares at Gideon
All right.
before. Good to see you, Master.
I glare back at him. Except this time I have like no lips and.
I guess he wouldn't know. You're right. I forgot.
that's
he wouldn't know
fine.
who.
Yeah,
he
I
instantly
like
can
he's
tell.
a spirit
Yeah.
animal. As far as I'm concerned, Memnock is a cat, and Andy doesn't
He
like
knows.
cats. So fucking cats know that I don't like them.
I like to think he knows.
So you
All right.
guys heading out?
Yeah, I guess
Everybody
I'll
else
look
get
at
geeked up?
Bones and be like, "You done fucking around? Let's get on the road."
Fucking around, probably gonna save your life.
Fuck that shit.
don't
I
know-
don't need you to save me any day. I'll just fucking walk out.
I
Look
don't
in the
think
mirror,
any.
Gideon.
I didn't.
I
hear
don't
you.
think any of my gear is applicable right now.
No.
Like I don't. You know, I'll just go. I guess. I mean, I got this cool. I got the Big Shocker 2000, and
Big
we're just
shocker.
we're gonna take this.
Who
We're
gives
gonna
Jeff
take-
this item?
Who's carrying the
Dr. Daddy gave it to me.
Who's carrying the flask?
Oh, that's Gideon. That's all Gideon.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
right. Unless someone else wants it, but if not, I mean, I'm running in anywhere. So let's get on the road.
All right. We're heading to a cave. How
So
are we
as you
gonna
guys
not get lost?
make your way through the fog, you get directions, but it is cold, windy, foggy night. You guys travel along through the woods, over some boulders and stuff, and there's this like rock formations in the woods with moss growing over it. But you were told that they would be there. It's not long. It takes a few hours, 4 hours or so. You're getting into the very late hours, very early morning time, as you guys come across the large rocky outcropping covered in moss and trees growing out of the top that he spoke of. That he's cave. Says to be careful that he's cunning and he doesn't know what his plan is, but
All right, guys. Let's formulate the best plan that these disgusting corpse bodies can pull off.
I'm gonna throw this in there, and then we're gonna just run
Yeah, but
through
like-
it.
Well, we can't run through it. That's not a good idea. Also, we don't want to hurt a Eloise, Eloise, Elisa,
Right.
Elisa, Elvira. We don't want to hurt Elvira, and so we got to be somewhat strategic about this. We just want to splash the main bad guy.
What if we don't splash him at all,
Okay.
but we get in the same chamber as him and we use this so he can't fucking run away again?
I like that.
It also
He
means
seems like
that we can't run away.
sure,
So what?
but I mean,
What's the
bluff,
effect of it
bluff.
again?
It's a big firebomb. We have a flask of firebomb.
Yeah, but we don't want to. I mean, that could take out.
Well, yeah,
corpse
yeah.
bride.
Well, yeah, it could take out all sorts of things. But I see what he's saying. It's a threat in the palm of his hand. That's a
Yeah, why don't we just threaten to drop it and destroy the corpse bride?
not terrible. But we do need to
Indeed.
plan for contingencies for how are we going to get her out and hopefully most of us.
We just wait for the fire to die, and then we walk the same way out that we walked in. You know,
Assuming it doesn't consume us all.
yeah, yes, that's a good
Let's
point.
let's
Brad.
hold off. Let's hold off. Let's just pretend this thing is a last ditch effort, okay? And let's go with like a really obvious plan. Like we go in as quietly as we lumberingly possibly can, and then we overpower him and crush him to pieces or something. I don't know. And if things get out of hand, we've got an ace up our sleeve.
Yeah, we
Um,
should come up with the code word for that. Like,
yeah. How about
what you got?
Cobra.
Cobra?
uh,
Cobra.
Cobra? How about Cobra?
Is there a respond word?
No, like I think Cobra's fine.
All right.
And then yeah, Cobra's fine. If any of you feel really confident about the Cobra plan, when the time is right, you yell out Cobra, and Gideon will know what to do. I'm gonna try to stay a little bit safer than y'all in case I need to zap a couple people up, but I may also just go in slamming. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just started slamming.
Do we think that this guy can be reasoned with
In
at all?
there.
I could influence his mind.
Does it have a mind? I guess 6. I guess it does have a mind enough to be influenced.
It's an interesting question.
RAR, if you will.
He has a
Or
brain.
no, RAW. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is wrong with my Gollum brain?
Is there any chance of setting up a trap we could lure him into?
Certainly, I think
That's
so.
my favorite idea so far.
Because if
We
we can just
could.
hold him over and that save what's her face and toss a little shade on him and get out.
Is there? Is there somewhere we can take the
Maybe
flask and put it somewhere else, like waiting to drop on him?
I think we do need to hit it with enough impact that it break and then release to the oxygen in the air. But that doesn't rule out a good old fashioned. It really comes down to we need something to bait him that would actually work.
And we
If we
need to
had
get
something
the
like that-
girl still too.
Right.
Mm.
But that could be if we could separate him from her. I just don't know if we have something that could bait him away from her into a position where we ambush, drop the bottle, the flask, would ever, go hog
Honestly,
wild.
I'm going to tell you guys. I think in our forums right now, and I'm only going to look at the 3 of the guys or gals that are in their forums. Now, I'm going to ignore Bones because, you know, we just rush in there and gun for him in these. This might be the last chance you don't get to feel it.
I'm not against this plan. It's the dumbest plan I've ever heard, but in these forms,
Just saying.
what do we got to lose?
What do we got to lose?
We save her. We have a chance to get our bodies back, at least as good as,
Hopefully.
whatever Bones has now. But
Yeah, which
if
isn't
we
a real
fail-
confidence boost.
well, that was rushed, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. Besides, imagine what another eye would do for me. I'd prefer it to be symmetrical in some way, or maybe even a pair of eyes. Look, but
That's
beggars can't be
so
choosers.
creepy. I like that we're having this conversation in Gollum form.
Imagine them on my palm. They could wink.
That's so weird. No, I don't want to imagine that. All right, so what do you guys think? Bungo?
Good movie, Jeff.
Alana, do you have any input on this infiltration?
Well, like I was saying, he's in a cave, is right. So if we set a trap at the mouth of the cave, whether that someone's above it with the thing to throw it down, well, some of us go in, hell, let him chase us out. Surprise, trap,
Yeah.
and then go inside, get the girl, whatever, come back out, make sure he's there, and then
That does sound like the best bait that we have available as well,
Yeah, but
which is us,
listen,
ourselves.
man, have you guys ever played a game of cards? And I'll look over to Bungo. But
I have
seriously,
before, but
this guy's got the cards. He's got the girl. What do we have to bait him out of there?
I mean, just stand outside and say we're gonna fuck you up.
You
I
think
mean,
he's
that's
afraid of
probably the
us?
best we got. No, which is why I think he'll come out.
Hmm. I'll be front line if that's our plan.
You guys can get him out. I'll get. The
it's
girl.
interesting because the way this should game theory out is he either plays into us, comes out, faces us at the mouth, else doesn't, holes up and knows that we're coming. So worst case scenario, we've lost the potential chance of surprise, but I can't imagine that this person is not prepared for some level of pursuit. So we may not have true surprise in any sense already, as it is.
I mean, he's got to
Yeah,
imagine that we're coming after him, right?
It's worth a shot. I mean, right now, what are we saying? The options are between we go in there, try to be as lumberingly quiet as we can, and maybe get a foot up on it, or we just say, "Hey, we're out here, asshole." I don't know. I could go either way. But I am more leaning into the come out here, asshole, because the opposite isn't terribly different.
Right.
And worst case scenario, well, okay, plan B is now we got to go in and
We
get
should
him.
just bum rush
he
him
knows we're
from the
coming.
get go and overwhelm him with these abilities that the doc has given us. That's my point.
Dr. Dead.
Because I'll
What's the
tell you
call?
what, in back in our day, if 4 of us came at me, overwhelm me, and you guys know my abilities, no chance. I don't understand why we're our thoughts are beginning with giving him or this a chance. He knows we're coming. Fucking get him. Pin him down. Take the girl.
All right, let's vote.
Democratic.
All for charging in. I'm really close on this. All for trying to take him at the mouth of the cave.
Can't we do a measure of both?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Contingency plans?
Now I like where you're thinking.
I mean, like,
Thus we use the mouth as
Cobra.
our plan B, get the fuck out of here, and potentially the slaying moment if we get into trouble. But doesn't that leave one of us outside of the fray a little too long?
well, that's what I was sort of suggesting. Bones, can you do like mold earth or something like that? Like, there's that spell that you can like make a hole or whatever. Isn't that like?
Don't have anything like that. I could just blow a hole into the ground, but
Because what if we left you at the mouth with the throwy, breaky, fiery thing
Cobra.
that Gideon has, and if things go south with charging in like a lumbering bunch of idiots, then we would then have the plan B of coming out and we've got the thing, blah 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 blah.
I can't particularly move Earth that well.
Can you drop a tree on him? Can we do something
I
like?
could put a gateway
Can you do
to
like
the
a
void.
snare trap or? I mean,
Oh,
gateway to the void.
You know,
Something
I ever tell you about the snare traps that I used to use. My dad taught me.
Well, back in the day when you had your body and you had your things, yes, Gideon, yes.
Bum rush. Just saying. It's our chance.
She's getting really sarcastic with whatever tone of voice this thing has.
I don't care. I don't care.
Bones, do you have any rope or anything?
Yes, I have. Well, Memnock's got a variety of things in the bag now. I've purchased a lot.
Could you make like a what's his face's size like snare or whatever, and then we can, you know, cover it up with a little bit of dirt and some leaves or whatever, and make that as part of our exit plan to, you know.
You know, as we're walking through, if there is a tree that is near us that I can just like fucking crush from being frustrated with this conversation, I will do that because I can.
Actually, I believe I purchased. I'm gonna reach like deep into the bag. I'll pull out a bag of 20 caltrops. I have these, which could stop him.
Excellent.
To spread them out on the front,
I mean,
and then I open up.
Barefoot, he may not feel as much as us, but it should still slow him down.
Yes, and then I open a gateway to the void.
Excellent. Where does the void go?
The void.
It's the void,
yes,
you
but-
lunkhead.
But
Yeah, what
I
is that
mean-
gateway to the void? Is it a spell? Is it an ability? Like,
Like,
oh, okay, okay.
so it's an AOE damage.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, I just thought I was like, I need to be prepared if you have
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
What's the gateway to the void?
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, okay.
Yes.
All right, so staying out there, you guys formulate a plan.
Sounds great, but it is freezing. Not that I feel the cold, but I just did another size check, and
So
we
what's your
should
plan?
keep going.
We don't know.
Plan is go in, but I stay outside with a trap for when things go wrong, and sort of like peeking in, making sure everything's
I'm
okay,
not
and
giving
making
you
money.
this jar. I'm not doing
I
it.
should have the jar as well.
Yeah, well, you're not getting it from me. Try to take it away from my fucking hands. Try. I want you to try
Hey.
right now.
I go
Sorry,
to
Phil.
try and take it away from
I
Gideon.
will
and
stop you.
Being the
I will
bigger
stop you.
Guys,
thing.
don't break it.
No,
Can I
this is
roll it?
Cobra.
Go,
Cobra
Can I
is the
roll
first
to
thing
have-
that we talked about.
Did you just say Cobra? Throw it.
No, I'm
Drop
not
it on
gonna
the
Can I-
throw
ground.
it.
He's like, we're all burning then, bitch. He throws it at your
I
feet.
threw it
Kill
on
all
the
of
ground.
Can I roll to have Memnock just fly up next to him?
Yeah,
holding...
try to grab it from my
Okay.
strength.
Let's do
That's
it on
fucking
the
silly.
ground, baby. Hell yeah.
So you're gonna whoever wants to try to grab it is gonna make like a contested grappling type of check, like
No,
whoever can.
Please don't
A
fucking
21.
break it.
21 strength.
My question was can I roll to see if Memnock could have like grabbed it without him noticing while he was yelling?
Oh my gosh. This
He can make a stealth roll if he rolls higher than his perception. Then I'll say he can have advantage on the strength roll.
Okay. No, I won't worry about it then. No, that's too much. That's too much. If Memnock didn't see like just to clear, he wouldn't. I don't care that much. All right. Well, fine. Keep it.
Fine, keep
Let's
it, yeah.
roll. We're going.
Seems
All right. Who's on team charge inside and fuck shit up? Cool. Everyone except for Bones. All right. Let's Gideon, I feel like you still have the better instinct than me.
Oh, don't
when
worry
it
about what
comes
I'm
to-
gonna say. I'll just wait, and when you guys are ready for me to do something, I'll do something like normal.
All right, excellent. But I'm also thinking when you do something, I just want you to be in first. You know what I'm saying? Like right.
Oh
in
no,
front of
we're
me.
all
Like,
going in at the same time.
Oh, I know, but like I'll be just behind you. Okay.
You're not. You're
Excellent.
going actually
All right,
here.
you
I'll
know-
push you in
Nope,
front of
we're
me.
gonna- I sit on the ground.
What's up with
We're
you
doing this?
guys tonight? Are we just? Did we lose
We're
all of
doing
our
it. It's
oomph? You're
I
gonna let
am
this
in a
guy win. No,
sloppy-
that's what you're
I'm in a
doing is
sloppy
you're all
pork
letting
body.
this guy win. We could just go in
All
there
right,
and get this done.
All right, fine. Let's do it then, Mister Big Sloppy Corpse Brains. Go ahead. Leave
I'm
the
not. I
way.
have no brains. That's the clue.
I know. I was joking. It was.
Oh
I
fuck
thought Bug
you!
was fucking-
I'll just
We're,
step
we're
out.
going
What?
in, okay?
Let's hurry up because you all stink.
So as you guys make your way through, you see that it kind of narrows, not too narrow, but like just enough for you guys to fit right, kind of fit in pretty easily, but not much more room.
Is it like
Before it kinda
single
starts to open
file?
up again. Just for a second there, it kind of
Okay.
you come into a bigger cave. Sorry, let me explain. Yeah, you come into a bigger cave. The mouth is open more, but as you walk in, it kind of narrows pretty quick. But then it opens up again once you get past that area into kind of a vast looking little cavern. As you see a few areas kind of going off, but you hear like a crackling of electricity, like a bolt of lightning sound, kind of flash from down the, in this open cavern underground. Anybody who can't see needs to have a light source.
I mean,
Which-
flash golems.
Shit, I'm gonna say you can
yeah,
see then.
we-
I forgot. You can see. You can see.
Do we have dark
They
vision?
have Yeah, they do.
Probably
Yeah,
not,
we have
but you
dark
do,
vision.
even if you don't. Okay.
We have dark
Uh,
vision. Just
Oh, yeah.
because.
Dark vision 60
Uh,
feet.
Guys,
Let's keep
Yeah.
going.
as you guys make your way towards that sound, you can hear kind of a moaning sound. As you get a little closer, it's almost like a weird weeping. You guys go down this side passage where you heard that sound, and as you get closer, you can hear something. It sounds almost like words, maybe. It's hard to make out. As you get closer, you kind of peer around into an opening of another cavern, and you see that it's kind of there's this water, shallow water in a circle. It kind of leads off into probably some underground lake or something. In the center of the shallow water is a dry area, and laying there is Elisa on like a makeshift platform or I don't know, gurney board thing for it to lay on, probably made out of stone. Um, but you see, there's a strange contraption. You see, there's like what appears to be a wand, metal wand, pointing at her battery, and it's attached to some mechanical device. Looks like it's very crudely done. and periodically it just shoots a little bolt of electricity into the battery. And standing over her is that monster from earlier, Adam, no doubt. He's stroking her hair gently. He's probably like 60 feet away.
All right, guys. We've been through this. No more debating.
A dozen
Let's
times,
rush.
we know.
I go.
We know what we're gonna do now.
Should I go
Let's
set the
rush in.
trap or just stay here?
No, you just shut the fuck up.
You already
All
no, you got you were back there, right? Or you got Memnock in there.
Yeah.
Well, I got Memnock in there. Yeah.
And
Okay,
I
but
feel
you're
like
at the
the
front of
trap
him.
was yeah. So all right, let's go fucking gang rush that pervert. Take the girl and bring her back to that other pervert. And we get our bodies back.
Should we try to sneak for a little bit so we can get closer within range? This guy two
What's the
round.
fucking point? Come on. Come on.
Coming in. I'm coming in.
Dude, you fucking stay back out there. Jesus fucking Christ. I thought we talked about this goddamn plan. Everyone,
Trust you guys.
look, I'm sick. Oh, Jesus. Fuck.
I'm going in.
It's all gone to shit. It's all gone. Let's charge in. I say, fuck it. Yell for all I care. You shout moaning warnings
I'm
to
almost there.
him as we,
I'm almost there.
like, who cares? Let's do this.
I know you're there.
God
Boys.
damn it.
Hey,
Fucking
Dum
bones.
Dum, fun's over.
You kind of come around quickly.
Ah!
He's standing there. He's holding Elisa in his arms. You work for
I made it.
you, another puppet for that master. He speaks with a surprising eloquence. He stares, his yellow eyes staring hard, missing his nose, giving him that kind of skeletal figure or feature. But everything else about him seems to be extremely well proportioned, and he's huge, and he's, extremely muscular, or whatever, even his stitching is tighter and closer. He is, compared to you, a work of art, right? A masterpiece, even though he's still quite monstrous. Standing there 7 feet tall, he's holding her with surprising gentleness. What did he tell you? I'm just some monster. It's to kill his wife.
Yeah, basically.
Who's the real monster? He holds her out.
Well, I
Kept
mean,
like this
I am.
for a-
We are. We are
Kept like
disgusting
this for a
monsters.
decade. He's holding her out. You see, she's like emaciated, and like these electrodes are going to her, and she looks like she's been through surgeries, and she's alive. Her heart is beating, and she's breathing. But now, when you look at her, you're like, I mean, that's all that is happening, is that she's being kept alive. I love Elisa. I wish her to rest, but he says I don't understand and that she must live. I cannot abide by it. I brought her
Look,
here.
As much
To let
as
her rest.
I agree with you, I do. I'm on your side with this. However, look at us. We're trying to get our forms back. Most of us. And we got to play ball here. All right. I can't go back empty handed.
Your strings are being pulled. I understand. I was there once. He
I'm going to
sits
look around
down
at the
Elisa.
party.
He
No,
turns
you
and looks at
need to give her up then, right?
turns and looks at you guys as he lays her down. Let her rest.
We need her back.
He'll never let her rest.
Look, I wish we could come to some kind of agreement, but right now, my form outweighs anything you could possibly arrange for us.
Well, he looks down at her as he gently caresses her head, and then his hands go down to the wires that are connected to her. Looks like he's gonna pull him. Oh, he might want to-
How far?
I suggest you don't do that.
You're gonna cast suggestion on him.
Yes.
So it's a wisdom save.
Yep. DC is 15.
I'm. Fuck, man.
Yeah,
I don't care
you roll
about this
16.
guy's love story. I want my body back.
I hear you. No, I hear you. Yeah. He rolled a
I
16.
I genuinely do care about his story, but I want my body back. And that makes it a little worse, but I don't care.
What'd you say, Damien?
He rolled a 16.
Dang. Yeah, he makes it.
You see, he kind of shakes his head, looks at you oddly.
For my sake, you were his first creation, I his second. In working order. Help my friends.
You are the second, and you understand. He turns away from her for a second, and he like, just takes a step. You guys are still 60 feet, maybe, yeah, probably 50, maybe 50 feet, maybe a little
Moving
bit.
closer.
Well, nobody has said anything.
Ambulating?
Nobody
Oh!
said they were approaching
Slowly
as they
moving
spoke,
closer
using
to
their
the-
Maybe,
words
like,
to mask
slowly
their steps.
ambulating. Maybe he's walking closer to us. Maybe we meet and we embrace.
So he did take a few steps. You guys did too. So nobody said anything like that. So you guys are about 50 feet away, probably. But he does stop for a second. He turns and he's like, "You understand that he is not a god. And you're not his puppet."
No, we're prisoners or something worse. Something living to be bartered. I'm not sure. And I sympathize with you, but we have an end in sight. And perhaps once we resolve our problems, we could try to help you in some way.
Kill the doctor.
He won't let us.
You're right.
And I got to tell you, we
You couldn't even if you wanted to. But I know
yeah,
how.
we
You know how?
you know how.
I do.
Well,
We are linked. I feel his pain. He feels mine.
And don't you love
He
her
dies,
because he
not-
loves her?
I love her
And so
Because
does
she-
he.
because she was good to me. His love has become
Session.
thing.
How can you speak
Session.
for him? You're not him.
I am more him than you know. I feel his pain. He
Flash.
feels my pain.
flash, 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 flash. Are you personally donated? Are you seed of the doctor? Are you flesh of his flesh? All right.
I understand the doctor better than anyone. As I said, unfortunately, we share a bond, and that's why you couldn't kill him, even if you could turn against him, and you did kill him, he would not be the end of him. We're cursed. As long as one of us is alive, the other one will be too.
But then the end of him would mean the end of you.
Not necessarily. The end of him would bring him back, and the end of me would bring me back. It's happened. We must die
could-
together.
I could.
But only, he looks down at Elisa, if you let her finally rest.
I'd be willing to arrange this, but it would require some trust on your end. Once we get our bodies back, I'm willing to do what's right.
Very well. Take her back. When he puts you back, I shall return.
Deal. Do we need to like shake on it or
He looks at you guys each. All of you, especially the ones that are in their golem bodies. You may not believe this, but we are kin. I don't know many. The few I know have been terrible. Hopefully, you will not be the same. Take her. Tell them you defeated me, ran me off with fire, and I shall return. But you must promise me that she dies, along with me and the doctor.
I swear it.
He walks over and hands you, or stops you for a second before. Go. You should have plenty of charge.
All right, let's what's the best way to transport her?
Carrier. You don't
Okay.
get tired.
Uh,
She's small. You hold her.
I
You hold the
figured-
thing in one hand.
I
Oh,
feel
he
like
says
it's
like
a,
this.
I feel
like
like it's a
holding her like-
one-man job. You know what I
It
mean?
is. Yeah.
Someone?
I'll go take her.
Thank you. I don't know if we'll have a way to communicate with you, but do we
We need
need
7 days.
When I
Yes.
return, I will know when you're back in your bodies. When I return, you'll have a moment when I get my hands on him.
I'll do my best to give you an obvious signal that we are ready. But
He's
obvious
smart though,
only.
so be wary. Make sure you have your story straight. He is very intelligent.
Agreed. We have all evening, night, morning to work on it as we return. Even just a knowing look. You'll know when we're ready. I won't betray you.
He nods his head and lumbers off into the dark caves.
As he's like walking off, I'll just say, Adam. I'll walk up to him. I'll just put my hand out for
Like
a
shake?
handshake. Yeah.
His oversized, muscular arm kind of wraps your forearm, squeezes. You feel it just almost, just unbelievable power in his hands. And my trust isn't misplaced.
If you wish, I could try and break the curse.
Oh, you can try anything you wish.
Up to you.
Powerful magics at hand. The doctor's been trying for a very long time.
I'll cast remove curse, but I won't say anything.
As you cast a spell, you realize that it's just, they're,
It's too powerful.
yeah,
Yeah.
you technically could call it a curse, but it's not just a simple curse, right? Like
Right.
it is their existence has been entangled.
Just wanted to try.
But there is a moment of like levity where he no longer feels like, the regret and madness of Ichabod. So he does get a moment of reprieve.
All right, I'll go.
Okay.
Okay.
Lumbers off.
Chased him off with fire, got the girl, ran away.
Got it, team? Chased her off with fire. Got the girl.
Someone should
Ran
be
away.
beat up.
That's a good point.
I so just to jump in here, we're out of earshot of this dude now, right? We're on our way back. We agreed with him to a story that said what exactly?
We take the girl back.
Yeah.
He
We get our-
regenerates his body.
He gets what?
We get our forms back.
Yep.
And then after that said time, we've agreed to kill all 3 of them.
That's the thing here. You guys agreed to
Let-
that. I think it's a
Let's
horrible
just
idea.
go tell,
I
let's just
agreed
go
to it.
tell Dr. Monroe there that, like, hey, this is what we agreed to with this guy, but we just did it to get the body back. How you want to put him down is up to you.
I feel pretty horrible about it. I kind of put my word on the line.
You put your Gollum's word on the line.
It's true. But it felt true, you
I
know.
will
Look,
say, if he knows when we'll be back in our bodies, certainly he's gonna have some sort of idea if we're betraying him. He has a supernatural sense.
Paris, we held up our end of the bargain once we get the girl back. And do you trust more that we could fool this like really bright wizard dude whose fate's in his hands, and if we piss him off, we don't get our bodies, or that we
Problem
can be
is, it's like they know each other's thoughts. So
or
if
at
we
least
reveal the
feelings.
plan, then he'll obviously know as well.
What if we tell Igor to hold the information in trust until we're back in our bodies?
I don't think he's a very trustful person.
I think he would tell the doctor immediately.
Yeah. I think if anything, he's like
I like
loyal
that,
to
yeah.
a fault.
Yes.
He has no loyalty to us.
I'm not against the idea of turning this against, but I mean, I'm saying I don't like it ethically, but I've been known to be a little ethically ambiguous, and I just gotta say, like, we gotta weigh the pros and cons here. Like, we're gonna make another enemy by burning him, and allegorically here.
Pick your enemy.
But the thing is, we could kill both or all 3 at the same time, but we, the doctor had stated, he pre-programmed our bodies to be unable to hurt him. So we
So
would
do you
have
think
to.
our new bodies would be similar?
No, he said that to Bones when Bones got his
Oh.
body back.
We haven't tested it. He could have been bluffing.
So, but if there's a mental block to
Dangerous
being aggressive
bluff.
towards him, you could say we need to inadvertently overdo it when they're fighting each other.
Well, here's the other thing. If they can
Or
read,
perhaps we all target our new monster friend,
if
thus
they can read each
killing
other's
him
thoughts,
and then
he
killing
knows.
Dr. Daddy.
Hold on, I want to hear what Bungo's saying.
Okay.
If they can read each other's thoughts, then the doctor already knows about the deal with me.
They can't read each other's thoughts. They just know each other's kind of emotions and like
Yeah.
feel their pain and things. So they don't have a direct link that way, like where they can read each other's thoughts. They definitely are in tune with each other.
Right.
So we
and
can say,
I think we can fool the doctor.
if you want a different lie, then you can assume that the doctor knew the monster felt some sort of hope or happiness or whatever, and that's, hey, we made a deal with him in order to get the body back. And we can lie about the type of deal if you really want to do that.
We could do that.
Because it's more believable in that, because we did make a deal. You know, we did return with the body. The monster did feel positive emotion.
What sort of deal would that be?
Cobra.
Quick, throw it.
No, I'm not gonna. I really wanted to.
Why do we have to kill the doctor?
Because
Don't think
that's
it's
what he
smart.
wants.
Look, either way, we got 6.5 days to worry about that. Right
Well,
now,
Also,
let's head back home and we can think about what we're gonna tell him what happened.
Well, and I
As
should say
vague as
too,
possible.
once we have our bodies back, you have your bodies back. We don't have to do anything. We could run away. That's all we need.
And make 2 enemies, or potentially just make 1.
Right.
Make the monster, because we would have basically betrayed him.
Not the doctor though. We just fled for our lives. Technically.
True.
I'd rather have the monster.
Monster's got nothing but time, but that doctor's got nothing but. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're making an enemy, I think, unless we manage to kill all of them, which we might be able to do just by killing the monster, which the monster may let us do. He may encourage it. He may be like, "Yes, kill me to death, stab me in the throat," you know. And then he's like, "Please promise to kill the corpse bride." You know what I'm saying? Might be easy.
I think the way would be having him do the killing blow on the doctor, and then we do the killing blow on the monster, and then
Well, he
I like that.
insinuated there would be some moment where we would know to do something.
Precisely. So really, if we want to go that route, all we got to do is have a semi-reasonable, believable thing when we return. We have the bride. That's number one. He's going to be so ecstatic about that. And if he's concerned about, feelings he had while we were there, we could say, yes, we convinced this maniac that the only thing he could do was release the bride, or we would unleash crazy murder upon him. I don't know. Whatever.
So
It's
we
simple.
don't cast him off with
got
fire, then
your
get the
daddy.
girl. I'm just trying to get my story straight.
We didn't have to cast the fire.
But I
Right?
thought that was
So
the
we still have-
story.
Oh, do we want to say? Yeah, we. Okay. All right. Are you guys all in for that? We
But
cast the
someone
fire.
brought that
way.
up earlier. I was just not as smart as in quick. Quick is more
Yeah, but,
important. I'm not as quick as you guys. I'm just trying to get my story straight on the way home.
But do you have pockets where you can hide that? Are you gonna prison pouch it?
Fucking a flesh
or-
bomb. I don't have pockets.
Yeah.
Put it in the
So
back.
all right, you gotta. So all right. So you'll prison pouch that, and then we tell him that we used it, and then we came to an agreement, and we brought the bride back. Right?
Yeah.
Is everyone in? Because if he's got to prison pouch it, if that's what we're agreeing to, right?
I mean,
Gideon, do you even know what that means?
I'm honestly not paying attention to you guys
Oh,
right
okay.
now.
Sure.
It's narrative, so you don't have to be fucking flash about it. Got a message from the DM if you need to know. All right. So
Did he make you roll some sort of check for prison pouching it?
I'm not shoving it up my butt. All right. That's what
Pretty
I
sure
was
that's a
gonna do. I
dexterity
was
check.
gonna Google prison pouch, and then I saw DM.
Not the way
Damien
he
sent me
did
a
it.
message.
I'm pretty sure that's a dex check followed by a con save.
Yeah, I'm not doing either. of those.
yeah.
But I like
I mean,
that
by
'cause the
prison
dex-
pouch, I imagine I could just rip some of my flesh, seeing how I don't feel pain,
Nothing but a
and
big
shove it by my kidney. All right, my
Yeah.
right kidney. I'm gonna just shove it.
Now
in
you're
that
getting it. Now
He
you're
does that.
understanding.
He misunderstood what I meant by prison pouch, but he still came around to the better effect.
He got
So
it. Yeah, he got it.
You're very much just a giant pouch.
I am.
Yeah, you are a prison
A
pouch.
flesh
aren't
pouch.
we all?
Giant
aren't
pouch
we
of
all-
flesh, rotting flesh.
Actually, it's not rotting. It's kept
Is it?
from rotting through.
It's
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
some of it's maybe not freshest, but that's just how it was when he first did it. But once it's created, if you keep up on it.
I still think the most straightforward way is just to tell the doctor the truth. Be like, yep, we got her back without getting it damaged.
That is the truth.
That could work, because he would say, "Oh, okay," But
And
we said he's
then-
gonna come back when we get our bodies.
And then 6 days later, we're all standing in our own shoes again, maybe. And
I might agree with you, Bungo.
and then we play it from there. Ready? Sound good? Okay.
You can still turn on them after 6 days too. Like you get your body.
Precisely. We got 6 days to fucking worry about that. Right now, we're on our way home. All we got to do is figure out what are we gonna say. I love the idea of being truthful.
And emotion
Hold on.
wise, he'll know that the doctor's happy, but they'll assume it's because the chick's back.
Exactly.
Hold on. The doctor doesn't know where we are. Why can't it take 6 days to get the girl back?
We're like
Then we
4
gotta
hours.
worry about lugging her around for a few more days.
It's true.
I'm
yeah,
the one
good
looking
point.
her around.
Keep
Yeah.
her moist.
Keep her alive?
But I'm still like, yeah, like how is she? Is she dead or she's alive still? But like, don't we probably have to keep her? I don't know. I don't know what we got to do to keep a dead girl alive.
Well, the machine's keeping her alive. The equipment's keeping her alive.
Is
so
the
as you guys,
machine like
you guys
good
make
to
it
last?
yeah,
Is the
he said there's
machine
enough.
good? All right, all right.
He said it
so,
should last, but I think he was assuming we would go right back.
I mean, but hey, look, I got the fucking Big Shocker 2000 over here. That's got to be worth something if she starts going weird, you know?
But we could just wait it out. Not have to lie to him at all. Just bring it back. Oh, our bodies are done. Great. Get us in.
But we do want to bring her back with us, right?
Right, when we do. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were like, yeah, we stash her in a hole and then go back and then, okay. I mean, either way, I mean, she is 50-50 dead already and metaphorically.
I think you're right. I think we go back.
Yeah. All right. So
Just-
let's go back.
Yeah.
And we're gonna mostly say the truth, or lie by omission a little.
So as you guys approach the manor, Igor, you've learned his name. Igor meets you out front. Oh, you're back. Master will be so pleased. Come this way as he brings you in and greeted at the door by Ichabod. He comes running down. Alisa. Comes. Oh, that monster hurt you. What happened? How did you get her?
Bungo?
We traded Igor for her.
Ah, I see.
He
Perhaps
kids.
now
he
is not the
kids.
time for levity.
Well,
we came upon him, and he was standing over her, and we made a deal with him, promising a betrayal of you when we brought her back, but of course we're not going to do that. We've brought her back to you, and now he plans to come back and attack when we get into our new bodies. That was part of the deal.
Real intentions
Hmm?
then. What's your real intentions then?
Well,
get back into our bodies.
get back
Exactly,
into our
and then
bodies,
what?
then aid you or escape with our lives or do whatever we can to help the situation.
Give me a persuasion roll, Bones.
Like I said, that's probably not a lie, though, right?
No, I
Like,
didn't
get
think
our
it was-
bodies
yeah,
and then get
yeah.
out and help the best
No,
we
you were
can.
fairly honest. He just doesn't know if he can
I-
trust that you're not gonna take the deal.
Yeah. Persuasion versus deception.
23.
Very well, you're right. You've done well. And you've been honest with me about this, so I'll prepare for Adam's return. But as promised, we'll get you in your bodies, and it looks like they'll be mature a few days earlier than expected. You have impeccable genes.
Mm,
Thank you.
I itch my eye.
Get you guys up in the yeah. Gets her brought in and covered up her lifeless and gaunt body. Takes her back. Thank you.
Wow, that really worked.
I'm very anxious right now, but I'm feeling very optimistic about this group and our disgusting destiny.
The next few days are pretty rough as you can't sleep. You're not hungry and you're just kind of in this body. You could read. In theory, it's a little hard to manipulate the. Yeah,
I
he can
I
read 2
want
books.
wanted to add something
Yeah.
to the days. I wanted to stand with my body and see if I can connect with my patron about what's going on.
I'm gonna do the same thing. Just so you know.
So you definitely still feel your connection, both of you, to to your patron. So at the moment, you can't directly connect with them, but you definitely still feel your, like,
Can I try to like pray to it?
Yes, you can absolutely try to do that. What are you trying to pray for?
Wanted to influence the course of my body.
What are you willing? You get the sense that there's a quid pro quo or tit for
I know what the
tat.
fuck you're doing.
So
I say
what?
I just want him to influence it per his will.
And what are you willing to? You get the sense like you would have to offer something.
What a stronger deal! Like, he's already like saved her life. I mean, I don't know what else he's.
Well, he's got his deal that's why he gives you, like, you are beholden to him in a certain way,
Yeah.
and he gives you magic, right? Keep you
Right.
alive. But also it could be something else. Like, it could be something personal. It could be, I mean, it could not. It could be a service beyond your normal, or a promise to, like, I don't know, bring him a magical item or something. Like, there's like all kinds. Like, I make you
Or
there's
your
a deal.
tail.
He's very much a
Right.
deal. Like, what's in it for him, and
Yeah.
you. He's trying to.
She'll like offer her services of how do I want to say that? Taking people out.
Yes. Deal. One free death of my choice. Done.
Upgrade
Done.
me, master, please.
Yeah. You feel the darkness wrap around you a little bit. You feel
Well,
closer.
her body, because I'm not in my body yet, right? So
Yeah. Well, this is all in your mind, anyways. Like,
Yeah.
this would be like the sensations your mind would feel. You feel that presence is more pronounced. But yeah, he will make that deal with you, certainly. Okay, anybody else? Or you were trying to, so again, you're connected to him.
Yeah, I'm just reaching out now as like I'm back,
Gotcha.
just
Back, baby, better
connecting,
than ever. 3
connecting,
eyes.
making sure everything's working properly,
Yeah.
check in.
Checking the lines, all clear, all clear.
Yep.
So over the next few days, there's this, kind of wait and weird, macabre boredom. But eventually the day comes as you guys are laid down and again, your heads are sawed off as your brains are removed. And again, you don't. The most horrifying thing out of all this are the two things, two moments since this whole debacle started, was when the darkness, the true darkness, not just going unconscious, but like disconnection, the flat line, the blank from when you first fell, and now when you were, for a moment where removed from one and transferred to the other. This nothingness is haunting. But you are awakened eventually, feeling sore. Everybody does have a wicked scar. It's pretty close to the hairline, meaning in theory, if you have long enough hair, you can cover it. But there is a wicked scar around everybody's head as to where they put this skull cap back on. Your brain's put back.
Good luck.
As you guys are jolted back to life, you see he's standing there just unbelievably proud of himself. Yes, yes. Look how easy it was. Mastering death.
I applaud.
I've done it.
But as I said, why just do what nature can do? Why not improve upon it? So I've been messing around with a few different formulas. And why do you say it like that?
Back to formula.
Yeah. So everybody, yeah, back to form. We'll see how this batch goes. Hopefully better than. But you'll find soon enough that perhaps each of you has a different about yourself, something improved. I need everybody except for Bones, but we'll start with Gideon to roll 1d100.
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 Rolling 1d100. That's a 26.
26. You don't have no legs. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
No legs!
Lieutenant Dan Gideon.
Lieutenant Gideon.
Mechanical leg.
Oh, this is kind of weird and funny at the same time. So you can't really notice it. Like it looks like how hairy is Gideon.
I mean, I would imagine. So I picture Gideon kind of like me, where he's scruffy on the head, but he's pretty, like, bare.
Not
chest.
super hairy on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. So, it just kind of looks like you have a little bit of more hair on your body. Like nothing crazy. Like it looks like a little thicker. But then as you look, you realize that it's actually like tiny little fine bristly hairs. Like they're different than normal, and they're covering a lot of your body. And as people move around you, you start to realize you can feel kind of the shift in when people move around you. You actually have like a tremor sense or blind sense 10 feet out, which you already have. But I know you can swap that out. But you already have a thing that can do that. But yeah, that is your improvement.
Dang.
One of the finer fucking ones, I suppose.
That is pretty fucking good. And yes, swap out blind fighting next chance you get.
No.
Yes.
Don't tell me what
Yes.
to do. Come on, it's an obvious one. All right.
Blind
we are
fighting's
at,
only
Lana.
in combat. Only in combat.
It's 98.
Ooh, girl. 98.
2 brains.
I'm extra smart now, so
An extra
Four
hand.
brains.
my arms can become weapons now.
3 testicles.
I didn't have any to start
Hey,
with, so
so your blood. He's like, so, with yours, I did something quite special. See, your fiendish vigor and fortitude allowed me to perhaps use certain materials and parts that I couldn't use in normal humans. I made a certain mixture of in your blood, which allows you to heal quicker. And yeah, you regenerate 1 hit point around, as long as you have 1 hit point.
Damn. Nice.
So it's yeah, but that is a good one too. Fuck. All right.
That is
Jeff, you and I are screwed. Law of averages.
I'm very concerned about me, so I'd like to go last.
Hey, Bungo, you're up. 1d100. 1d100. Roll 1d100.
63. Lasers.
Yours. I really outdone myself with yours, you see. I wasn't able to get the same healing properties, but I was able to tweak a little bit. I think I've really stumbled onto something where your cells no longer need to, they no longer lose information when they become new cells. You do not age normally anymore, like naturally. How old is Bungo?
It's a great question because I'm going to be there forever, apparently.
Yep.
Just go with 24 and lay it.
Bungo's a good 33.
68? Damn it.
How old is it? Oh, I hadn't put it down, so let's go with 40.
Okay. You're 44. You're now, yeah, you'll be 40 forever.
Forever young.
All right, Ren.
So he
what'd you
doesn't
get?
age at all now?
I'm immortal!
You're
I,
literally immortal now.
I rolled 20 to for a 14.
I'm going to invest all my silver in a high yield savings account and just retire to an easy life.
You see that Ren has, it's very subtle. It almost looks like a tan, but you realize that if you look really close to Ren's flesh, like I said, even standing having a conversation, just looks he has like a really nice tan. But as you really get close, you can see that it almost looks like there's like shimmers of like specks of gold or shimmers of gold, very very faint. And that's what gives him his kind of hue that he has. He looks exactly the same. It's just the complexion. And he says, "Yes, your body took to the formula in a very interesting way. After doing some research, I think that through your molecular reconstruction, your body became more durable and resistant to the weave, to the magics of the world. You get a +2 save against all spells."
Nice. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Thank you, Dr. Daddy.
And Andy's just got hairy.
Yeah.
You got blind sight, 10 feet. That's pretty awesome.
Dude, he got blind. He got a tremor sense of 10 feet, which
That's sick.
it's
Now, what's the
again,
real good in immortality when you're likely to just die in the next couple months?
True. Or have to live here forever.
Yeah, you did kind of get a shittier one mechanically.
But out of all of them, it's the one I would probably want the most.
As a real person. Are you kidding me? I would have been like, rewind the clock.
I don't know, a third eye.
10
You
years.
take over the man in pink's job. Forever.
Right. I'm just gonna put it in a savings account, and in like 100 years, it'll
Oh
be
my
like
gosh, I'm
another-
worth so much. You just sit in a cave for 100 years.
with my boy Adam.
Yeah.
I don't know how to add this.
Yeah, you can. There's a way to do it to your Roll20 character, but you'll just have to make a note and just remember to add 2 to.
Yeah. I may make an item, like a custom item that has it, and then equip it.
It says,
I'll label the item.
perhaps
What
you could,
do I call it?
+2 to spells saves.
Yeah. But, like,
Oh,
I wanna remember-
I don't know. You could call it a mutation. You could call it a gift. You could call it a
Dr. Daddy gift.
Dr.
Mordheim's magnificent mutation. You know?
Ooh, oh, that is pretty good. But then in the notes, I'm gonna put Dr. Daddy gift.
Yeah. But he says, I imagine Adam will be coming soon. I have an idea. We can lure him perhaps down. I think I've added some special fuel to the furnace. Perhaps we can go to him. I would like your help. In return, I can give you plenty of information. I know the land. I know the people of the land. Obviously, I've saved your life giving you these new finer bodies, extra eyes.
Mm.
What say you?
I'm on it.
Very well.
I got my body back, body back, body back.
So
body
we'll
back.
call it there, and we'll start next time with that scenario. Bum bum bum.
Oh boy.
Back in your bodies.
Back in
All
the
right.
bodies. All
Long
right.
rest.
So we got
Yeah, long rest.
a
Super
real
long
long rest.
A real long rest.
We
An
have
eternal rest.
Feels like this. I've never had to move this before.
um
That was crazy.
we got Arcanus coming up on Tuesday, and then is everybody good for next Saturday?
Should be.
Should be good.
Why wouldn't I be?
I'm just asking. The
Okay,
question.
okay. I was worried you were gonna be like, it's fucking Valentine's Day or something.
No.
Is it
Yeah.
Valentine's Day? Wait, no, that's February.
Yeah.
I'm out in two Saturdays. I'm out.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go. That's all right. So I think there's an easier way to check if you want to know what schedule's coming up, like all that works. Flash, how's that go?
I mean, we should post our schedules more often. But if you follow us on YouTube or Twitch or anything like that, and you hit the notification bell, you'll see when we come online, and you just click your phone and go and watch us.
Twitch is regularly updated, so
Yeah, so you can go to our schedule tab and check that out.
see, hey, bam, that's it, baby. Whew. What are we doing this for?
On the nose.